Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tracy Strikes Back, Willow and Drew's nursery romp video is leaked. The drama has recently published a preview video, and it appears like the following 5 days will be filled with shocking revelations. While Willow Corinthos is back at the gatehouse, and Jason Morgan has successfully negotiated arrangements for her and the kids to return to the Quartermaine property, it appears that the drama surrounding all of this is far from ended. As fans recall, during the week of January 13th to 17th, Carly Spencer decided to take the bull by the horns and seize custody of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos right from under Willow's nose. She came to regret her actions as Willow used Michael Corinthos' medical proxy as her own trump card. Willow requested that Carly return her children, or she will prevent Carly and Sonny Corinthos from seeing their son and having a part in his treatment. The proverbial feces hit the fan as Carly and Sonny hurried to the Quartermaine house to retrieve the children and return them to Willow. Unfortunately, Tracy Quartermaine stood in their way. She refused to return the children to Willow, partly out of pettiness, but also because it would grieve Monica Quartermaine, given the situation with Michael and all the losses she has endured over the years. Unfortunately, Drew Quartermaine shoved his nose where it didn't belong and arrested Tracy last week after abusing his power as governor and receiving a judge's order to return the children to Willow. Tracy stated she had no idea where the children were when Drew and the police arrived at the Quartermaine estate. Still, it appeared like she just instructed Yuri to take Wiley and Amelia on an extended expedition and declined to elaborate. Tracy promised to bring Drew back while being brought away in handcuffs, and her frightening statements should not have been taken lightly. While everything appeared to be in order by midweek, Willow was invited back to the gatehouse and reunited with her children. This allowed the children to live with their mother in their most familiar home, while simultaneously remaining near to their great-grandmother, Monica. Tracy was freed from jail, and although she had a fight with Willow the next day, stating unequivocally that Drew was not permitted to be near Michael's children or on Quartermaine property, things appeared calm. But fans know Tracy will not let the arrest go unnoticed, and now that Michael has given her the video of Drew and Willow's frolic in the Q nursery after the incident erupted, it appears she has the ideal cause to finally leak it. The GH peek for this week shows Willow with Harrison Chase at the gatehouse, looking down at her phone with a horrified expression. Chase asks her what's wrong, but fans don't receive an explanation. Could Willow be replaying her one-nighter with Drew in the Q's nursery on her phone? Will Tracy release the footage to the press or somewhere online? Willow will know that Michael is not responsible for this while he is at a burn facility in Germany, but will she suspect Tracy? Is the video release part of Tracy's wider attempt to regain exclusive custody of Wiley and Amelia? Tracy made it obvious that because the children are Quartermaines, she wants to keep them safe from the stress and drama that their mother has brought into their lives. By publishing the footage, she will not only get revenge on Drew for his arrest acts, but she will also have an advantage when it comes to custody. General Hospital spoilers suggest that the video leak will have a huge impact. As things stand, it has the potential to derail Drew's political career and Willow's custody struggle for Wiley and Amelia at any time in the future. Jason's meltdown, Drew's threat, Laura's fear, and Christina's suspicion. Laura Collins is opening up to Lulu Spencer. Christina Corinthos Davis is skeptical about Sonny Corinthos' cover narrative. Jason Morgan experiences a meltdown. Also, Drew Kane Quartermaine believes he is God. Laura opens out to Lulu. Fans simply watched Laura face Jen Sidwell. When Anna Devane introduced Laura to the guy who attempted to assassinate Lucky Spencer, Sidwell's eyebrows rose in surprise. Sidwell tried to cover swiftly and with all the charm he could muster. Laura, of course, did not fall for it and informed Sidwell that they wanted him to leave Port Charles. So, when Laura meets Lulu, she will express her concern. Laura will inform Lulu that she is concerned that he is headed for trouble. Laura seems to be concerned about Lucky and Sidwell crossing paths. GH spoilers, Christina Corinthos is suspicious of Sonny, who intends to travel to Los Angeles. However, Sonny is the type of man who keeps his health problems hidden. Sonny appears to be at it again, but Christina is not pleased with his cover story. Christina criticizes the timing of Sonny's announcement that he will be traveling. While Sonny may believe that maintaining secrets will protect his loved ones, it generally backfires horribly. Drew Kane of Quartermain's threat gets down with Martin Gray. Drew has been attempting to abuse his position as a congressman, despite the fact that he has only been in office for 2 minutes. Drew appears to be spiraling out of control. Drew appears to believe he is God, which will have fatal consequences. Fans should also expect Jason to become very upset and explosive. Jason demands immediate action from Anna throughout their conversation. There's also Lucky and Elizabeth Liz Baldwin, who are on a quest. Will Lucky and Liz find the information they need to take down Cyrus Renault? General Hospital spoilers, Natalia becomes collateral damage when attacks on Sonny mount? General Hospital spoilers state that Sonny Corinthos has a target on his back. Someone put a bomb in his penthouse, leaving Michael Corinthos horribly burned and maimed. Who is attempting to eliminate Sonny, and will they attack again? A repeat attack appears likely because we're most likely dealing with mob forces who don't play. This indicates that someone will be caught up in violence, and it may be another innocent person, possibly Natalia Ramirez. General Hospital spoilers, who wants Sonny Corinthos dead? Nobody appears to feel secure around Sonny. Despite this, they continue to flock to him, possibly believing that if they are not damaged, someone else in his circle will. This has happened often, and we expect that the next attack may harm or even kill anyone unfortunate enough to be caught in the crossfire of Sonny's perilous existence. GH spoilers Sonny Corinthos' dangerous life. In the January 21st episode, Maxie Jones tries to warn Natalia about how individuals close to Sonny get hurt. Soaps use lines like this to hint at what's to come, and Natalia may not be around for much longer. The show is currently in the midst of a killing spree, so it stands to reason that the massacre will continue. What has Natalia been doing lately besides working at deception and keeping her big mouth shut? Some fans believe Natalia will bear the brunt of the consequences because she is close to Sonny and is not currently embroiled in a major scandal. GH spoilers, is Natalia Ramirez leaving GH? Natalia's attitude and point of view turned off several viewers from the start. When was the last time we saw Sonny taking her out or simply talking to her? Nonetheless, if something happens to her as a result of Sonny's actions, the Dawn will be consumed with remorse, making for some wonderful drama. General Hospital spoilers, will Sonny be freed from guilt? If Sonny sees his son Michael and Natalia being wounded as a result of his actions, he will escalate the conflict, and fans will be treated to some compelling drama. Will Sonny go on a revenge spree that shocks PC to its core? Make sure to tune in and find out. GH spoilers, will Brick prevent Jordan and Isaiah from becoming couples? According to General Hospital spoilers, Jordan Ashford and Dr. Isaiah Gannon are set to appear together. They've met several times and had a lot of chemistry. Not to mention the steamy sauna scene, which hinted that this couple would eventually become one of GH's hottest. But we're not there yet. Jordan and Isaiah are heavily flirting and have met up on a few dates, but nothing has happened between them. We also know that Brick is interested in Jordan, and they have helped each other in the past. Brick was not pleased to see Jordan meeting another man at the reopening of Charlie's pub, and he promptly sat with Jordan when Isaiah was called away. Will Brick ruin Jordan and Isaiah's impending romance? General Hospital spoilers, Brick could pose a threat. Brick is a resourceful man who gets what he wants. If he decides he wants Jordan, he will use any means necessary. This might be a major problem for Isaiah, who is clearly interested in Jordan. Brick would take action to move Isaiah out of the path. He would not take severe measures, but he would ensure that Isaiah and Jordan never met. GH spoilers, Isaiah Gannon won't take it lying down. If Isaiah believed Brick posed a threat, he would face him, and it would not be pleasant. Isaiah feels deeply for Jordan, and he would not allow Brick stand in his way of finally seeing her. But Isaiah, be careful. Brick is a well-connected man, which could signal disaster for him. General Hospital spoilers, Jordan Ashford will not like Brick's interference. Brick would pursue Jordan and possibly land her. If Jordan discovers that Brick obstructed her and Isaiah's road to couple dom, she will be enraged. Jordan constantly sticks up for herself, and she does not want Brick messing in her life. She have a strong moral compass as well. Brick would never have a chance with Jordan if she knew the truth. Isaiah would also make sure Brick got what he deserved. Spoilers, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Will Jordan and Isaiah eventually be together? Do you think Brick will interfere with Jordan and Isaiah's growing romance? Who will win Jordan's heart? General Hospital spoilers, taking risks, next steps, and outrageous requests. General Hospital spoilers for the week of Monday, January 27th to Friday, January 31st. Hint to risks, next steps, and absurd requests. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin take risks, Brooke Lynn Chase thinks about her next move, and Brad Cooper makes an absurd request. General Hospital spoilers, taking risks, concerns suspicions. Monday, January 27th. Lucky and Elizabeth take a risk by going to Turning Woods to see if they can get a list of Cyrus Renault's patients and who has died. Elizabeth believes she can acquire it from an old friend, but Cyrus is one step ahead of them. Her old buddy has called in ill. Elsewhere, Christina Corinthos Davis is disturbed when Sonny Corinthos says he is going to California, and she is suspicious. Meanwhile, Anna Devane views Jason Morgan in a new perspective, while Laura Collins confides in Lulu Spencer. Meanwhile, Curtis Ashford and Nina Reeves devise a scheme. Spoilers, encouragement and warnings. Tuesday, January 28th. Trina Robinson encourages Kai Taylor, maybe urging him to get a second opinion on his ailments. Carly Spencer receives a warning, and Harrison Chase has news for Brooke Lynn. Alexis Davis is hurting from a situation that will affect her entire family. Anna has another confrontation with her rebellious granddaughter, Emma Scorpio Drake. General Hospital spoilers, next moves and run-ins. Wednesday, January 29th. Brooke Lynn considers her next move, while Tracy Quartermaine and Martin Gray have an encounter. Dante Falconeri is terrified. Has Cyrus stolen another victim? Cody Bell, an old buddy, is taken by surprise. Sasha Corbin opens up to Jason, possibly regarding the entire penthouse explosion issue. Perhaps she is apprehensive about whether Michael Corinthos will ever see their child. Spoilers, confidences and conclusions. Thursday, January 30th. Lulu confides in Maxie Jones, while Cody jumps to conclusions. Meanwhile, Carly and Jack Brennan draw closer. Are they still in Baden-Baden, or have they returned home to Port Charles? Dante briefs Chase somewhere else, most likely at the Port Charles Police Department. Could this be about the situation that shocked Dante? In addition, Christina and Molly Lansing Davis are startled. Might this be the end of what has left their mother reeling? General Hospital spoilers, absurd requests and confrontations. Friday, January 31st. Brad makes an absurd request, but to whom and for what? Meanwhile, Brooke Lynn seeks out Cody for unknown reasons. Unless it's to discuss something that happened while he, and Dante were at camp together. Meanwhile, Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome make a plea. Dante returns to confront Anna, addressing his boss must be a severe scenario. Meanwhile, Laura offers Lulu some food for thought. Tabiana Ali from General Hospital explains what her birthday means. Tabiana Ali's 23rd birthday party was full of excitement and guests such as Evan Hofer, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, and Annika Noel. Tabiana Ali from General Hospital deserves to have some fun in her life. Well, her character Trina's life. Trina has been in a funk since Spencer died, but she has now moved past her loss and is warming up to Kai. It remains to be seen whether anything occurs between them, but in the meantime, Ollie is having a great time, as evidenced by her most recent birthday celebration. It's wine time. Ollie shared several photos and videos on Instagram. She added, birthday on the 28th, but turning 23 means I'm officially in my I'll have a glass of wine phase. Wineglass sparkles. Co-stars Sophia Matson, Sasha, and Caitlin McMullen, Willow, both responded, happy birthday, partying face sparkling heart, and happy birthday, beautiful. Fire correspondingly. Ollie's debut video features all of her friends and relatives singing happy birthday to her. The following photo is of her, Evan Hofer, Dex, and Jacqueline Grace Lopez, ex-Blaze, followed by one of her and Hofer. Jens Austin Astrup appears in another photo, among others of a cheerful Ollie with her loved ones. Even Annika Noel, Hope, from The Bold and the Beautiful appeared in a few shots and appeared to be having a great time. A surprise romance? One strange photo shows Hofer arm in arm with cosmetics artist Priscilla Castro Preciado. Castro Preciado refers to Hofer as my golden child on Instagram, but it's unclear if they're dating. One fan remarked, "You are so loved and inspire so many people to be kind. Keep being your great self. Bouquet growing heart party popper. While her co-star Adam Huss, Nicholas, answered, "Happy birthday beautiful partying face birthday cake red heart," Rick Hurst applauded Ollie, "That's the way to celebrate. You always do things with such much heart, whether for others or yourself. Happy birthday, Toby. Birthday cake party popper partying face confetti ball. General Hospital spoilers, is there more to Ava and Rick than just business? Have you seen that kiss? I'm referring to how Rick Lansing finally planted one on Ava Jerome during yet another spat on General Hospital. He recently not only represented her, but also cleared her of the accidental death of Cristina Corinthos' baby, and he is now attempting to assist her in regaining custody of her daughter from Sonny Corinthos. Ava and Rick are both Port Charles exiles, so working together in any manner makes sense for them. General Hospital spoilers, they're not all bad, they've just been written that way. Rick quickly began to recognize the good in Ava. He isn't wearing rose-colored glasses, he sees her for who she is, yet he still has a soft spot. Ava is used to everyone abandoning her, so having Rick on her side despite her previous faults appears to mean something. He also does not flee when she strikes out at him, instead, he confronts Ava. General Hospital spoilers, Rick is always thinking a few steps ahead despite his past actions. Rick is now demonstrating his good side by assisting Ava. He understands that she cannot obtain custody of her daughter while living in a hotel, so he took it upon himself to find a suitable home for Ava to live. The court demands a permanent address for custody. Of course, Ava thinks the place is a claustrophobic dump, but she soon comes around and admits that he is correct. She not only needed a home, but Rick went out of his way to provide one for her. General Hospital spoilers, that kiss Ava revealed that Laura Collins would no longer be a character witness in her custody case, which was a crushing blow, and Rick became very soothing after processing the information. He assured Ava that he was still with her in this conflict and gradually began kissing her. Not a brief kiss, but one in which you could see them both realize there is more to them than simply legalities. Have Ava and Rick found their match in each other? In many ways, they are mirror images of one another, therefore could this become a reality? What are your thoughts? Shocking results, family surprises, truths revealed, reality check. On this week's General Hospital, Chase's results are in. Laura has a difficult chat with Lulu, and Portia tells Alexis some shocking information about Sam. Harrison Chase receives unexpected results, Laura Collins raises major concerns, and Alexis Davis discovers heartbreaking truths. Chase is at the Quartermain gatehouse with Willow Corinthos when he receives a text message informing her that his results have arrived. Chase and Brooklyn Chase underwent a fertility test with Dr. Frida Navarro the week before. It appears that he is referring to these test results, and Willow borrows his phone to look at them. Her medical expertise will teach her how to interpret them. Chase, on the other hand, appears to be caught off guard as Willow's formerly cheerful expression shifts to one of concern, and he asks her what's wrong. Is Chase the one with the fertility problem, not Brooklyn, as she had feared? These would be surprising results. GH spoilers, serious questions elsewhere. Laura and Lulu Spencer are having a mother-daughter conversation about Dante Falconeri, Lulu's ex-husband. Laura questions Lulu's affections for Dante, saying, "You're still in love with Dante, aren't you?" A flashback of Lulu and Dante talking appears, possibly near a hospital staircase. Lulu does not respond out loud, but her lips move. She is clearly taken aback by her mother's serious inquiry. Nonetheless, the last thing she told him before her coma was that she loved him. They were discussing in the GH chapel after her partner Dustin Phillips died as a result of the floating rib explosion, in which she sustained a head injury and ignored her symptoms. Lulu and Chase aren't the only Port Charles residents who have been caught off guard this week. Alexis and Molly Lansing Davis are also in Dr. Portia Robinson's office. With the inquiry into the Digitalis poisonings proceeding, Portia has some unpleasant things to reveal, and while Cristina Corinthos Davis isn't in this image, she will find out as well. Alexis is left reeling, Molly stunned, and Cristina will be present when Portia reveals the death of Sam McCall. Portia claims that what happened to Sam was not a mistake, but rather purposeful. Alexis and Molly are stunned. Alexis, seeking to confirm her understanding, asks Portia, "Someone murdered my daughter?" In the bustling city of Port Charles, Sasha Gilmore was once again navigating a stormy sea of personal and familial issues. During a recent poignant talk with Jason Morgan, Sasha recalled a time when she had complete faith in him. She conveyed her gratitude for the day he rescued her from Jen Sidwell's clutches, a heroic gesture that made an indelible mark. Her tone was warm not only from thanks, but also from the true ease with which they interacted. Sasha spoke openly about reuniting with her estranged father and walking carefully with her mother, whose motivations she'd begun to distrust. What stuck out the most was Sasha's fearlessness in discussing Jason's Quartermaine past, which many people would avoid for fear of violating boundaries. This candor signaled a developing bond that may lead to a great friendship, a connection that could later serve as the foundation for further revelations. However, it is critical to remove any illusions of romanticism between Sasha and Jason. Their relationship is based on mutual respect and shared experiences, not romantic attraction. Jason has always followed a code of ethics, which includes avoiding romantic relationships with women close to his family. Sasha, who just separated company with Michael Corinthos, fits within that category. Jason's top priority continues to protect and nurture Michael, whom he considers a son. His concern for Sasha's well-being originates more from a sense of responsibility than anything personal. Amid the increasing closeness, rumors spread about a strange request Michael had made before being sedated for treatment. Many people were puzzled by his insistence on conversing with Sasha before passing out. What could have made this so urgent? Jason, ever the analytical thinker, couldn't ignore the suspicion that Michael's plea had something to do with his kids. Michael's commitment to Wiley and Amelia was well known, and Jason surmised that his thoughts might have included Sasha's unborn child as well. Could Michael have wished to make sure Sasha's kid was taken care of while he was away? Sasha's current situation adds an additional element of intricacy. After witnessing the Quartermaine family's harsh dynamics firsthand, she became increasingly concerned about their proclivity for manipulation. The recent firestorm surrounding Michael and Willow's divorce further exacerbated her anxieties. The separation, spurred by infidelity and family politics, occurred at such a rapid pace that Sasha struggled to understand the consequences. Her close friend Felicia Scorpio's admonition lingered in her mind: avoid becoming involved in Quartermaine turmoil. Sasha appreciated Felicia's insight, but she found it difficult to distance herself. Sasha felt the weight of her situation, which included ties to the Quartermaine family via her previous engagement with Michael and her upcoming motherhood. Among the chaos, Jason proved to be an unexpected ally. The Quartermaines thrived on drama and power conflicts, but Jason's realistic and direct demeanor provided Sasha with a refreshing contrast. His dual status as an insider and outsider in the family made him a reliable confidant. Sasha came to regard Jason as a stabilizing factor in her life, someone who could offer wisdom without passing judgment. She debated whether she should tell him about her pregnancy and, more significantly, expose the baby's father. The idea of confiding in Jason gave her a sense of relief, but it also contained hazards. Could she trust him to protect her secret? As Sasha's world teetered on the edge of chaos, she couldn't ignore the signs of change. The Quartermaine estate, long a symbol of grandeur and stability, now resembled a battleground. Michael's absence created a void, and the family's unwavering desire of power threatened to swallow them all. For Sasha, the stakes had never been higher. Her unborn kid signified a fresh start, an opportunity to escape the chaos and construct a life based on love and security. However, the road ahead was filled with obstacles. The impending mystery of paternity, the Quartermaine's possible meddling, and her own feelings of inadequacy weighed heavy on her heart. In her times of alone, Sasha pondered on the decisions that had brought her to this place. She reflected on the love she had experienced with Michael, the sadness of their parting, and the strength required to move forward. She reflected about Jason's continuous support and wondered if he had the answer to negotiating the complexity of her predicament. As their connection became stronger, Sasha understood she didn't have to confront her challenges alone. Jason's presence gave her hope, reminding her that even in the darkest of times, there was always someone eager to be by her side. With each passing day, Sasha became more determined to safeguard her child and ensure a future free of the shadows of the past. She knew the trip ahead would be difficult, but she also understood the value of resilience. Jason became her confidant, protector, and friend. they would face whatever problems arose, united by a common resolve to doing what was right. And as Sasha prepared to continue her trek, she couldn't help but feel a fresh sense of purpose. For the first time in a long time, she felt optimistic about the future. The legendary casting director of General Hospital reveals which Emmy winner was cast partly because his shoes were stuffed with newspaper. Over his decades as General Hospital's casting director, Emmy winner Mark Teschner has amassed a wealth of hilarious anecdotes about the process of finding the appropriate actor for the role. Yet, according to him, my favorite audition story in 35 years is Steve Burton, when he was auditioning for the final producer session. The year was 1991, and famed executive producer Gloria Monty had recently returned to the helm of the soap opera that she had salvaged from cancellation in the 1980s. Prior to the screen test, for Jason Quartermain, randomly, she said to me that she wanted all the guys to be 6 foot tall, Teschner tells me. Now, I've never been given a height requirement for a part. Additionally, I loved Steve and wanted him for the role. At the time, he was wearing high-top Doc Martens, he says. And I asked Steve, how tall are you? He said, 5 feet 10.5 inches. I added, we need to get you 6 in the next 10 minutes. The long and short of Teschner's brilliant solution? There was a waiting room with an LA Times and the New York Times, he explains. We took the newspaper, we went in the bathroom, we stuffed his shoes, and he came out of that bathroom 6 foot tall. Teschner quickly adds that the future Emmy winner was not chosen because of his height. He was the best guy for it, the casting director says. But when we looked at all the males, he was 6 feet tall, just like them. There was no discussion about his height because his shoes were stuffed with newspaper. A new face in Port Charles. The huge town of Port Charles, with its tranquil docks and active social life, was always eager to welcome newcomers who brought mystery and drama. Jen Sidwell was one of these arrivals, a man whose polished manner belied layers of ambition and intrigue. Jen's recent transfer to the infamous Spoon Island, as well as the purchase of Windmere, had already got people talking. Spoon Island was not an ordinary address. Its Gothic mansion, standing like a sentry above the lake, had a lengthy history of power battles, secrets, and heartache. However, Jen seems unconcerned with its reputation. He welcomed his new home with confidence that suggested he was a man used to having his way. An encounter in the gallery. Jens came into Ava Jerome's gallery one crisp afternoon, looking for art to hang on Windmere's huge walls. The gallery, noted for its eclectic collection, was as much a reflection of its owner as the art on display, bold, striking, and impossible to miss. Ava welcomed him with her signature charm, her eyes analyzing him with the precision of an experienced chess player. She understood right once that Jens was no average client. His aura of riches and calm danger piqued her interest, and when he announced his new home on Spoon Island, her fascination grew. Windmere, Ava remarked, her voice full of nostalgia and caution. It's been a while since I've set foot there. You should come by, Jens said effortlessly, with a tinge of challenge in his voice. I'd value your opinion on how to bring some life back to the place. Ava hesitated for a few minutes before smiling. Consider it a date. Sparks fly on Spoon Island. Ava's visit to Windmere was both professional and personal. The mansion, with its dark wood paneling and intimidating architecture, evoked memories for her, both positive and negative. Jens escorted her through its majestic halls, and she couldn't help but feel a sense of longing. This had once been her realm, a sign of authority and prestige. Jens, ever the courteous host, poured them each a glass of wine and motioned for them to take a seat by the crackling fireplace. Their talk flowed smoothly, moving from art to the difficulties of living on Spoon Island. However, behind the surface, an unsaid tension lingered, a combination of attraction and mutual curiosity. You seem at ease here, Ava commented, her gaze lingering on Jens. Most individuals discover Windmere intimidating. I'm not like most people, Jens responded with a cheeky smirk. And neither are you, Ava. Her laughing filled the room, but her thoughts were already active. Jens was nice, but he was also ambitious, which she could sense. He wasn't the sort to settle for anything short of complete control, which made him both dangerous and fascinating. Ava's struggle. Ava's life had been anything but smooth. Her divorce with Nicholas had depleted her financial resources, and the Cassadine inheritance she had hoped would ensure her future had slipped through her fingers. To make matters worse, she was involved in a lengthy custody dispute with her daughter, Avery. Fighting Sonny Corinthos, a man with limitless riches and power, was an uphill struggle she could not afford to lose. Her meeting with Jens presented an intriguing option. Here was a man with money, influence, and a possible reason to oppose Sonny. If Ava could position herself as an ally, and possibly more, she might be able to regain her footing. The thought of working together with Jens seemed both practical and intriguing. Ava liked his boldness, unpredictability, and unashamed self-expression, even if it came at a cost. A dangerous alliance. As the weeks went, Ava and Jens got closer. Their conversations were fraught with flirting, but there was also a genuine bond developing. Jens loved Ava's tenacity and smart mind, while Ava was pulled to his confidence and mysterious charm. Their blossoming bond was not unnoticed. Whispers began to circulate in Port Charles about the couple's developing closeness, eliciting both intrigue and anxiety. Sonny, in particular, kept a careful eye on Ava. He didn't trust Jens, and the prospect of Ava siding with him was frightening. Jens, on his part, had his own motivations for following Ava. While he was undoubtedly attracted to her, he also recognized an opportunity. Ava's knowledge of Sonny and his operations could be crucial. If he were to make a move in Port Charles, having Ava by his side would provide a strategic edge. The Java effect. As Ava and Jens' partnership grew, they began to make waves. Their effect stretched beyond Spoon Island, into the lives of others around them. The residents of Port Charles were divided, some were excited by the pair's potential, while others saw them as a threat. Ava felt empowered by Jens' backing and began to strike back against Sonny more fiercely. She filed new filings in her custody lawsuit and began rebuilding her life with renewed determination. Jens, ever the strategist, contributed her advice and resources, ensuring that every step was deliberate and meaningful. Their teamwork earned them a nickname from the town gossip mill, Java. The title, a combination of their names, represented the excitement and pandemonium they brought to Port Charles. They were a formidable force when they worked together, and they both relished the strength of their collective influence. Secrets and lies. Of course, not everything was as it appeared. Jens had his own goal, which he carefully kept from Ava. While he cared deeply for her, his ultimate goal was to demolish Sonny's company and seize control for himself. Ava, with her insider knowledge and personal animosity against Sonny, served as a means to an end. However, as their relationship progressed, Jens felt himself torn. Ava's fragility and power touched something deep within him, making him wonder if he could carry out his objectives. Ava's stakes were equally great. She was putting her trust in a man she hardly knew, risking her future on the chance that he wouldn't abandon her. The calm before the storm. As Sonny had his own issues, including a nagging health issue that caused him to seek treatment in Los Angeles, Java took advantage of the chance to consolidate their authority. With Sonny momentarily out of the picture, they proceeded to plot their strategy, laying the groundwork for a new era in Port Charles. Their acts weren't overlooked. Allies of Sonny, especially Carly and Jason, began to think Jens and Ava were up to something. Tensions rose, laying the groundwork for a conflict that would permanently alter the town's dynamics. The legacy of Java. Ava and Jens' story was ultimately about ambition, passion, and the blurred lines between love and strategy. Their adventure was far from over, and the decisions they made would have long-term consequences for everyone in Port Charles. For the time being, they stood together, bound by a common vision and a will to overcome adversity. Whether their partnership would result in victory or disaster remained to be seen, but one thing was certain, Java was a force that could not be ignored. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.